friends, let us understand the concept of OCB, Organizational Citizenship Behavior. It is something that is being talked about a lot in the recent years, and thanks to Organ who came up with this term, and he described a lot of things related to it. So when we try to understand OCB, let us try to understand all these three words. The first one is organizational. So it refers to some organization. So let us frame two organizations, like a family is the oldest organization and a country is also an organization, right? The second term is citizenship. So we all understand that we are all legal residents of our country, and hence we all are citizens or the proud citizens of our country. We are all patriots. Fine. The third one refers to behavior. So what is expected? What kind of behavior we actually showcase, we display. So these three terms means what kind of behavior we should be displaying within our organization. So let us begin with the example of the country. Now if I look at country, we are all proud citizens of our country. So what kind of behavior is expected from us? Right? So if you start listing it down, the first thing that comes to our mind is that we'll do something heroic. What is heroic? You do something beyond your call of duty. Something that is discretionary. Something that has not been asked for. The same thing you do in your family also. You go beyond your limits. You walk an extra mile for your family members. You do something extra for your country as well. So there is a term called altruism that reflects this kind of behavior. The second example you can talk about is that we take care of each other. We show care. We show affection for each other around. In the family, we do that. In the country, we have care for our fellow citizens. We care for people around us, right? So there is a term called courtesy that also reflects the organizational citizenship behavior. There are a few more things that comes to our mind. Don't you think that in our family we complete our jobs on time? If there is some event going to happen, we plan it out and we make sure that each thing is done with great precision. The same thing happens for a country as well. Whenever there is a call to do something for a country, we want to complete everything on time. In fact, we go beyond our time limits. We are highly structured. So we say that there is something called consciousness. So we are displaying consciousness as OCB factor in the country, in the family as well. There are another factor which we talk about, and that is, come what may, we participate. So within the family, whatever comes in, we participate in all the events. We play games together. We may win, we may lose, but we don't take it too hard, isn't it? The same happens for our country as well. We try our level best. With the given constraints, all the resources, we perform whatever is best. We try our best, right? We call that term as sportsmanship, and that reflects OCB again. There is one more interesting thing which reflects OCB, and that is the civilized behavior. So within the family, we don't fight each other, we don't snatch away things from each other. Within a country, within a society, we don't do such things, right? So there is a difference between civilized and uncivilized behavior. So if we are displaying civilized behavior, or rather we are displaying civic virtues, we say that we are displaying our OCB again. So we understand organizational citizen behavior in 5 broad categories. 1, altruism. Second, we say courtesy. Third, we say consciousness. Fourth, we say sportsmanship. And fifth, we say civic virtues. So this is how we can understand the concept of organizational citizenship behavior, how it is displayed. And this is what we experience within our family and within our country also. Now let us have a look at how this benefits the organization and the employee, or should we call it advantages and disadvantages from the perspective of the organization and the employees. So let us start with the advantages first. So looking from the employer's perspective or the organization's perspective, of course, come what may, organization will survive. With such good citizens within the organization who display such kind of commitment to the organization, well, in all thick and thin, we'll sail through, right? The company is likely to grow on a regular path. It will never fall down. It will always come back, come what the situation might be. So we see a growth trajectory. we see that there is nothing that can stop us, and our employees will be happy. And of course, we see that there will be a high retention rate of employees. People love us, so we'll be the best place to work in. From the employee perspective, we say that the employees will be highly engaged. They will be very happy and they will realize their high potential. They will do the level best. They will try to explore new things for the organization. Now let us have a look at the disadvantages. Though if you look at the OCB concept, we shouldn't say there is any disadvantage for the organization. The organization is always going to gain from the organizational citizenship behavior. If all the employees are displaying OCB, of course, organizations are always there to gain. But you know what? We live in a world which is in the form of give and take. So you have to reciprocate. The organization cannot just ask for sacrifices and commitment from the employees. They just cannot expect the employees to be doing work. They cannot just expect the employees to do work beyond the hours that has been decided. You say 9 to 5 work, probably the people are working 9 to 9. Maybe they are working at home also. But then you have to reciprocate back. You cannot just keep on asking. So you have to make sure that you have enough funds, you do enough activities, you do enough to take care of your employees in their thick and thin as well. That is, because the employees are doing that, the organization is also supposed to do it. In case we say, no, we are professional, we pay for work only, well, probably that will be a little difficult for OCB to be incorporated within the organization. Coming to the disadvantage of the employee, an employee with a high level of OCB is probably not going to shift from one organization to another. So in case they are not given the opportunities to grow, probably they will be into a lot of dissatisfaction at a later date when they realize that they were not able to grow. So we have to take care of the employees for sure. Too much of OCB might lead them to go for sacrifices, and it might affect their work-life balance. So we need to have some kind of understanding. We don't say that these are the disadvantages as such, but then these are things we need to take care of. These are more of concerns than the disadvantages. So we understand that, of course, organizational citizen behavior is something that is desirable in any organization. We can take cues from our family as an organization. We can take cue as our country as an organization. And we can start building it up within our own organization or a company. Happy learning.